What is up, booby goaters? Today, I would like to tell you how I fixed my puffy face. And yes, it's still round. It's, my face. In today's carnivore episode, probably puffy sometimes, depending on what I eat or what food is cooked in different oils, I guess. I found out about carnivore a year ago. Almost a year ago. Probably, more than that. And I actually have a picture of me about a year ago. And I'll probably pop it up about here. Alright? So I was watching this show called The Justin Rhodes Show, and it's YouTube. I wasn't even interested at all in the carnivore diet. I couldn't give a rat's ass. Well, this guy, Justin Rhodes, I believe he has Lyme disease or has chronic Lyme disease, so his joints and stuff hurt all the time. And I watch it because my son loves the show. He's 5 at the time, and man, this is a fad, whatever. Carnivore this, carnivore that. And I started seeing a lot of carnivore stuff because I started to talk about it, when your phone is around and it listens to you. So things start to pop up. And I'm well, if I'm going to talk about this stuff and be what is it? So I started doing a deep dive into it through YouTube because that's the best way. And there's also websites and stuff you can look at and do research. And that's cool. Do that. I researched a bunch. Knowledge is power. It's good to research. Really diving into it around the end of December, January, February. I was watching even more people on YouTube, and I'm getting a little bit watching Dr. Barry and stuff, and I'm just okay. And then I started watching Laura Spath, and she has this great little episode on what you can drink on carnivore. And before she was sponsored by Element, she just said you use new salt, and you mix it with a little bit of Redmond salt, or you could just mix it with pink Himalayan salt, little quarter teaspoons into a big thing of water, and there's your electrolytes, because the new salt has your potassium and your magnesium that you need, and then salt itself is salt, and that's good for you. So I was you know what? I have these things. I'm going to order some of these elements and relights anyway. I got all that, and I told everybody in my house for Lent, because I couldn't give up cursing, I'm going to say March 3rd. March 3rd was my full carnivore day. And if it was a Friday, then it was a Friday, because I couldn't eat meat on Friday, but we can have fish and eggs, and that's what I ate. The thing is, I didn't research enough not to know that I needed to be high fat. So if I just did hamburger patties, and added the butter on top, boom. I had everything I needed if I did that, but I didn't. I underate. I tried to exercise. It was really hard to exercise. Really, really tired a lot of the time. And you don't want to be that. That's not right. And so I Googled it. And of course, I get this dude yelling at me, "You're just not eating enough." And he's all pumped and stuff. And he's "If you want to exercise and you're feeling tired because you're on carnivore, you're not eating enough fat. You're not eating enough meat." And I was that guy can't tell me what to do. I can do whatever I want to do. And yes, I was under eating. And I did lose every week. I would lose 3, 4, 5 pounds. It'd be some weeks would be 2 pounds. Some weeks would be oh my God, I didn't do anything. I just lost 4 pounds. And it was like that for me for a while. And I was this just didn't feel like I was doing what I should be doing. And I started to drink beer again at night. I love IPAs, and they're very high in sugar and stuff. And I would just drink one at night. In the summer, I decided, I'm just going to add in little carbs, do a little more of everything. And when I started adding more carbs, little bits of carbs here and there, I wasn't really feeling my best in the morning. My back started hurting again. My knees would hurt. I just wasn't as snappy. In April, when I was doing the carnivore diet, I was snappy. I was having a good time. And I was man, somebody needs to go tell everybody about this thing. Because something happens in your brain. And you're just really happy or just really there. And it's crazy. And it's whoa. I'm feeling really good, really good. So during the summer, mom's home with all the kids. She can chill at night, But I had a bad experience. I drank a IPA called Bear Hug, And the next day I was crap. And I was like, you know what? No more. And I dumped alcohol abuse, dumped everything down the drain. I was done. After that, I decided, you know, I'm going to watch more YouTube, watch more people. And I did even more like research onto the carnivore diet because I kind of jumped in. I didn't do my research like I should have, because I realized that I was under eating. I really was, and I needed to eat more. And when I started to eat like a couple burger patties for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I felt my best. I was at my best. I could do exercise. I could like just do everything I wanted to do, and I wouldn't just like sit on the couch after I ate, chilling out, looking on my phone. And from that, I was like, you know what? I'm going carnivore again. I'm not going to quit, and I'm just going to keep going. And I have been, and I have felt fantastic. And seeing my videos that I started up before and watching a little bit now, some of them I'm just like, man, I still look really fat in these. Ugh, nobody's going to notice that I'm losing weight. And I don't want you to notice. I mean, you can if you wish. I do feel good. And like my clothes are bigger and baggier. And I knew I felt my best as a carnivore. So sure, we can fall off the wagon, but you are always carnivore. You will always be carnivore if you know you feel your best at carnivore. I needed to kick the beer out, and I actually dumped it all down the drain, which I've already shared. I decided to deep dive into the carnivore diet, which everybody should. I went on YouTube, and I wanted to share my story. I shared just a little slideshow that I did on Canva, and obviously I'm not tech savvy, and I just kind of recorded it on my phone and like put it on YouTube. And I just tagged Homestead How because I missed their 24-hour when he asked everybody, like, this is an opportunity, you should do it. And I didn't do my opportunity, but I do have a little video of that if you want to see it. I was really hyper that day. Lots of beef that day. I have photos of me before, now. This is me now. A lot of after. I got really good at taking pictures of myself using shadows and light, so I look thinner all the time. But now I don't really have to, and that's fun. I wanted to like share that, and also I like to document things that I do. So I should have been doing this years ago, but I was just weight issues, you know, your mentality. You're just like, why are you even on here? But I want to be inspiring. If you can be inspired by this mom of 10 kids, yes, I have 10, 5 girls, 5 boys, and I'm the only one totally carnivore in my house. It's hard. I had sardines yesterday, and you know what? They weren't bad. They were not bad. I think I will definitely try them with hot sauce. Now the baby's crying, so I gotta stop. Yeah. So I have not fixed my round face because that's genetics. But I think I fixed the extra puff in my face. So this is how I did it. I did it with meat. Not baby fingers, but meat. And who doesn't want to do a diet where you can eat till you're comfortably stuffed and you're stuffed for a while? Like, I'm kind of like torn right now. I'm just like, man, I ate a really good breakfast. I'd love to eat some more, but I know that it's probably because I'm thirsty and I want to go drink some water. You know, it's simple tips, little tips that you can get from people on the internet. But did I fix my puffy face? I don't know. Sometimes it's still puffy. And other days it's like really thin. When I did the egg fast really like, you know, So if you're on the fence about carnivore, just try it. It's an experiment. What's the worst that can happen is that you find out that you're allergic to almost everything, and meat is the main source of food that makes you feel that you're best. I mean, if that's what it is, that's what it is. I think that it's a try. It's a good try to have. Fun thing to do. You're on the fence, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to kill myself. What's not killing you already? What isn't killing you now? This baby isn't killing me. I like it. Very nice. Very nice baby. Yes. Oh, don't be sad. It's for this. And I read a few of them. I didn't want to like just jabber jibber jabber, and I also want to add like photos and pictures. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. Yep. I am a crazy carnivore. And why you should be too. I don't know. Should you? If you feel like it, do it. If you want to feel great, if you want to have more energy, if you want your brain to just wake up from this fog. There is a fog. Everybody has it, especially if you're eating carbs. Oh, gotta go.